Summer Gold Cup, Newport Harbor, June 2021. I didn't film the A or the B fleet. We're gonna have Celeste in the C1, and the committee boat end is this flag, and that's the pin end, so we'd have an easy line sight. And I'm gonna film that line sight after the C1 start. I'm guessing it's one of the trees over there, one of that bushy tree maybe, and we'll check that out. Beautiful day. Okay, so I am slightly over right now. Flags are, nope, I'm right on the line right there. So what I would do is I would drop down 4 feet, the distance from the bow to my body, and that's the bush right there. Okay, see the big bushy tree? Okay, so that's the line sight. Right now I'm just behind the line. Okay, now, and you'd be practicing this before the start. Sail forward. When you put the bushy tree above the pin, you're well over, and then you come back down. So this is one thing we're gonna work on, is just videoing starting today. I didn't video the first one. I'm still over, See how we do that? Okay, so now I'm right on the line right there. So in order to start, I would have to be, okay, see how I'm lined up with the yellow buoy now? That puts me 2 boat lengths sailing distance below the line. So this is what you would be doing before the start. Now I'm way below the line, see? Okay, so now I'm gonna work my way back up to the line. Okay, I'm still below the line, I'm still below the line, I'm still below the line. So again, this is what you should be doing. Okay, I'm on the line right about there. That's where I would start, right off of the bushy tree. Okay, so we're trying to work on that this weekend. Now we're getting ready for the start of Race 2 Spring Gold Cup Saturday. And what you should be doing right now is not chillaxing. You should be coming around like this, and I think I know what the line sight is. I think it's almost lined up with the bushy tree. The line seems to have changed a little. I just checked it. It seems like we're not on the bushy tree. So you'd come around behind the committee boat. Yeah, so you guys check your line sight. Come around this way. If you're lined up with the Italian flag, you're way behind. Okay, my bow is on the line right there. Perfect. Yellow buoy is the line sight. So if you line it up with the yellow buoy, you're just behind the line. Talked about looking upwind, standing up in your boat at 1 minute 30, 1 minute. I can't see anything special other than those flags are blowing from the left still. So that means the pin's still favored. This is the A Fleet start, Race 2. Looks like Jacob 8662 is more up in the middle. Everybody's late except for Shane. But they've done a good job. The people in the middle have done a good job of working their way. You'll see a difference in the C1 start. You'll see people way off the line. There's Maddie tacking at 10 seconds. I'm worried we're too far up the line. The good thing about where she is, oh wow, that was such a good start. The good thing about her is she's able to tack, I think. Kevin, just holding on here. Oh. So the pin wasn't quite as favored as it was. Still favored though. So no line sag in the A Fleet. We'll see the starts for the B and the C1 will probably be progressively different. The Bs will be pretty close to the line, and a few will be there. And C1s, I bet you will only see a couple of boats on the line. Yes. Good job, Kevin. That was some good steering right there. You gave up a little height on Jacob just to kind of get some speed, and you got Jacob, the guy that won the first race, right next to you, kind of speed test with. This is outstanding. If I was the B fleet, I would be looking at the A fleeters and trying to determine anything I can. I'd be looking for, again, remember, we're looking for light wind spots. We're looking for the glassy areas especially, so we avoid those, and it helps us see the puffs. But we also are looking for fast boats. These guys look pretty fast. He's footing though. We're looking for any fast boats. I don't see anybody really fast. I don't see anybody who has great wind. Line sight, I'm above the line right now. And you can see I would be coming around right now. And I drop down. Here's the orange flag here. And I would drop down. I am on the line right there, right there. I'm just below the line right there. The yellow buoy puts us just below the line. So you practice this. Come up here, you go like this. That's over. And that's, see the pin gets, the yellow buoy gets below the pin, not over. And you can see I'm drifting quite quickly too. This is what we're gonna have to do at Nationals. What I just did in the powerboat, we have to do in our sailboat. Wow, B fleet's pretty good. 10 seconds to go, race 2 B fleet. Sorry. Remember, the sound signal was a little, takes a second or so for the sound signal to reach us. So that guy was not over. Oh, he touched the buoy though. Okay, so the pin end is not as favored as it was, but it's still favored. Because these guys threw an attack, so they just lost a boat length and a half on the tack, and they're still gonna cross. Okay, so B fleet was a little better start than the A fleet almost, maybe. I think A fleet had a little better speed off the line. Benton, nice work. Don't over trim them. Wyatt should have gone further. I think I see some people on a pretty good left angle, but I don't see anything special. Wow, C1s are starting better than I thought they would. Okay, so what Celeste learned in the last start is you can't be going away from the favored end at a minute and a half. You have to be pointed in the right direction, going slowly. The line is more square this time. Definitely not pin end favored now. The flags didn't change directions very much though, so I'm a little surprised by this. Okay, C1s was pretty good. I was wrong. I thought C1s would be further off the line. They needed a longer line. It's over. I told Maddie to take more risk, and she did. She's the pin boat. Our goal for her is to trim looser.
General.
Aggressive A fleet, man. That's good. And I'm proud of Maddie. She's had 2 rough races. Again, our goal is nationals. Our goal is not to win Spring Gold Cup. Our goal is to get better. And so what I did is I let her do 2 races, and then we worked on her sail trim. Her leech telltale was stalled a lot. I noticed Jacob tends to fly his leech telltale more than pretty much anybody. So that was the big difference, is I'm working with her on flying that leech telltale just a little more upwind. Not pointing lower, just trying to trim a little looser until up to speed. But I liked it. I told her to take more risk too. We're not here to win this regatta. We're here to learn and get better. And when our races aren't going well, we go for a little more risk. Coach boat keeps dying, so I'm really got to just stay away now. Wow, this is going to be another general. This is a skull fest right now. This is the A Fleet Race 3, Saturday. This is not going to be a general recall. These kids are awesome, dude. Shane has just got such guts. 102.98 is just so... Maddie! Yeah! Yeah, Maddie. The guy just allured gets called. That's it. Your bow is out of the water somehow, though. Oh, he's actually, oh, she did a great job this time. Last race, I found out what happened, and she tacked, and the line was more square. Okay, there's that leech telltale flying. Yep, look at her, look at it. This is so fun. She's really fun to coach because she tries everything. And it doesn't matter how we do at this regatta. We can do really well at nationals. You know, oh, if you looked at the American flag and then you looked at Shane, you could go a touch higher, girl. See the flags? They're blowing way to the left. She should try to be squeezing. That's a lift. Great job. Race 3, B Fleet on Saturday. Less than 30. Look at the line flags, the line sag in the middle this time. So B Fleet didn't listen to their coaches, I don't think. A Fleet, I think some coaches told their kids they had to start better. Stupid coach book keeps dying on me. Benton thought he was over and he wasn't. That was a first place start right there. Other than 8.904. No, Pinen's favored. Look at 9.479's way ahead of Fenton. Pinen's still favored, so C3 should have been won. Race 3. Yeah, with Celeste, we're just trying to change her starting style completely, getting away from other boats. Because we were coming in behind that pack on that side and we could never make it to the line. But at some point, you just got to change your style. If one thing's not working, it's better to be over early a few times and just get DSQ for the OCS for the start and race than it is to start before race 4. If you're not starting well, you would want to come over here. Here's the committee boat end, so I'm over right now. They have changed the line. So that's the first thing we would notice. The wind has gone left. Okay, I'm using those flags up there. Those flags right there are further left than they've been. So he either pulled himself forward or they dragged. I think he just pulled himself forward. I'm still over. It's gonna be something on this house, is what it's gonna be. Okay, I'm still over. So what I would do is, you see those white, chairs? I would pick the left white chair of the 4 and I would drift down here. And I'm on the line right now. This is right on the line. Oh, it's still lined up. Oh no, that's a different yellow buoy. We were lined up with the yellow buoy over there. But now, you see the chairs? Now I'm well below the line. Okay, now I'm way below the line. I'm 2 boat length sailing distance below the line, lined up with the right chair. Okay, and then I'd sail back up. See how that is? I'd sail right here. I'd stay on those chairs. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26. Then I start drifting. See how I'm drifting down? Now I'm going to go off the chair. Look at the pin. Okay, I'm way below the line. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. See how I'm holding it here? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.